everybody, I'm Rey More, and I'm here today to present you our second lesson for the Beginner to Pro guitar course. Before we start, I would just like to add again that all of those who have subscribed to send me an email to B2P Guitar Lessons at yahoo.ca so I can confirm your subscription and email you a copy of the method. The method is absolutely free for all those who subscribe. So to follow the lessons, it would be better to have the method with you. I suggest that you do this if you really want to follow these lessons, that you send me this email. Not everybody has been sending me the emails. So please, those who have not sent an email, do that right now or as soon as you can. And remember, your YouTube settings do not have to be on private for at least until I find out. I confirm our subscription. Once that is done, you can put it back on private again. I just need to confirm that you're the person that's asking for the book. Okay? Thank you very much. And now let's just start off. So last week we started our first lesson, and we talked about, first of all, we talked a little bit about music, our language. As music is a language, it's something that we need to learn how to read and write. So that's why we're doing this course with the book, because there are musical notes there. You have to learn how to read those notes, and I'm not saying learn how to write them, but at least to read them so you'll understand what you're following in a better way. Okay? Now, after we've done that, we went through our first our 6 strings, our open strings, our picking exercise with the 6 strings, a left-hand exercise that we did. We also went over a short melody, Twinkle Twinkle. That's something that I hope you guys are studying, because it's going to help you to learn how to move your fingers in a certain way. It's not the melody in itself. It's a simple melody that you remember, you know how it sounds already, so you don't really have to know how to read right now. But it'll help you to learn how to read. So remember, when you're doing these lessons, you don't just look at those numbers underneath, but you look at everything. The name of the note on the top, where that note is in the pentagram, and where you find it on the guitar, okay? Then we ended up with a chord progression and a rhythm studies, our first rhythm studies. Our chord progression was the G major chord progression. We had the G major, the E minor, okay, the C major, and the D7 chord, okay? Now today I'm going to show you how this chord progression is applied to many songs. We're going to use one song as an example, and that song will be Stand By Me. But before we do that, I want to do that on page number 7. As you see, on top we see the chords written there for Stand By Me. It says by Benny King. Now, it's not just for Stand By Me. This is the chord progression used in Stand By Me. Okay? Right underneath that, we have a rhythm exercise. I want to start off with that first before we do the Stand By Me. Okay? Now, the first and most important thing with the rhythm exercise is tapping your foot. Okay? That's going to be counting in 4. Okay? While our hand, our right hand, that's strumming the chord, will be dividing the notes. So, this whole rhythm exercise from 1 to 10 has a series of quarter notes and eighth notes. So our 1 beat will be our foot going down, that's our down beat of 1, and coming back up, which is the up beat of 1. So the whole beat is a 1 quarter note, and obviously half a beat is an eighth note. So when you have 2 eighth notes, you're going to be playing 1 on the downbeat and 1 on the upbeat. Now, fortunately, when we're doing this exercise, our hand and our foot will be moving together. Unlike the 16th notes, where we have more notes that have to be divided, here the quarter notes and the eighth notes, our hand will be moving together with our foot. So you'll just have to understand what the quarter note is played like and what the eighth note is played like. Okay? So let's start off with our first rhythm exercise. I'm going to tap my foot again. And I'm going to play the first exercise with just 1 chord. And if you like, you can play along with me in this moment. So we're just going to use the G major chord. We're not going to do any other chord, okay? Put my glasses on here. I'm going to tap my foot in 4. And once I've counted 4 on 1, I will start playing, okay? So we're going to just do the first one for now, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. So as you see, I counted 4, and we played 3 quarter notes and 2 eighth notes. I played it twice, okay? So, but when I did the eighth notes, I also counted 4 and to make you understand that those were eighth notes, and my hand went down and up, playing down and up. On the quarter notes, we just played down while my up movement was not playing anything, so that was my full quarter note. Okay, I'm going to try that again. I'm going to play it 2 times, and then we'll move on to the second one, okay? So let's try again. 1, sorry, I'll count 4 first. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, now let's go on to the second one. Our second one has 2 quarter notes and 4 eighth notes. So we're going to count it in the same way. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. So we're going to go down, up on the 3 and 4 arm with our hand. Okay? So count 4 and we'll play it a couple of times. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay. I'm pretty sure this is clear to everybody, but remember, I want you to tap your foot with this. So I'm not there with you to control that you're tapping your foot. So you have to be the teacher at that moment and make sure that you're tapping your foot and you're counting. It may be difficult at the beginning, but that's why I chose these exercises, because both hand and foot are moving in the same direction all the time. Okay? So they're very easy because we're doing quarter notes and eighth notes. We'll try number 3 now. I'm going to count 4. This time I'm just going to count 4, like not the full 4, but just saying 3, 4. Okay? Just to give the tempo. So 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and 1, 2, and 3, and 4, and. So as you see, we did 1 quarter note and 6 eighth notes. Okay, number 4. Number 4 is all eighth notes. So we're going to be going 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and together with our foot. So down and up together. This is very easy, and this is the rhythm that we're going to be using to play the song after. Okay? So let's try this one. I'm going to count 3, 4 again. 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. As you see, I'm always doing it 2 times. So every time I finish 4, I start again with 1. Remember, when we start with 1, it means we're at the beginning of 1 again, okay? So let's start off with number 5. Number 5 we're starting off with 6 eighth notes and our quarter note is at the end. So we've inverted number 3. Okay, we inverted number 3. So let's try number 5. You guys going to count 3, 4 again? 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Notice, remember, when I'm doing the quarter notes, I'm going down, but my hand is coming up without playing. That's fundamental, that the hand continues to move even if it's not playing. Our hand will be always continuously moving when we're doing rhythms, whether you're playing or not. And that's important that you learn this technique of continuing to move your hand. Okay? Let's try number 6. Number 6, we have 4 eighth notes and 2 quarter notes. Okay? So I'll count 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. Okay? Let's move on to number 7. Number 7, we have 2 eighth notes and 3 quarter notes. 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2, 3, 4. Remember, the hand continues to move down and up when it's playing or it's not playing. My right hand is always going down and up. Okay, now we're going to do exercise number 8. Here we have 2 quarter notes and 4 eighth notes, but we have a quarter note, 2 eighth notes, a quarter note, and 2 eighth notes. So it's 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Sorry, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, okay? Let's try to count 4, 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 3, 4, and, okay? Same thing here with number 9, we have 4 eighth notes and 2 quarter notes, but first 2 eighth notes and a quarter note, and then 2 eighth notes and another quarter note. So let's try again with 3 and 4. 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Okay? Remember, I want you to count. That's important. Do it the way I'm counting. 1 and 2, 3 and 4. It helps you to understand the movements. Okay? It's fundamental that you guys count. Okay? Okay, so we're on number 10 now. And this is obviously, we still have the 4 eighth notes and the 2 quarter notes, but they're divided quarter note, 2 eighth notes, 2 eighth notes, and a quarter note. Okay? We can make up so many other ways, but let's just stick to these 10 here for now. They're a good exercise, and I'll tell you how you're going to play. Can study them after. So number 10 is going to be, I'm going to count 4, I'm going to start again. So 3, 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Okay, so we just did all 10 exercises. Now we just did this with one chord, and this is a good habit of studying it with one chord at the beginning. After a while, but we can start adding a second chord to it. So instead of playing it 2 times with the same chord, we're going to play it 2 times, but 1 time with one chord and 1 time with another chord. So I'll just give you an example. Let's just take number 1 again, and I'll play it with 2 different chords. I'll do G major and E minor. So remember, these are the 4 chords that we studied last week, so it's going to be easy for you. If you've studied your chords already, it's going to be easy for you to move from one chord to the other while you're counting. Always do it slowly. It's something I suggest. Study slowly. There's no rush, okay? Give yourself time to adapt to the movements and to adapt to how to move on the guitar, okay? So I'll count 4, and I'm going to do G major and E minor. That's all. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay, so I did G major the first time and E minor the second time, and notice that I changed the chord on 1. I did not change on the up before, so be careful that you're changing right on 1. Okay, so I'll play it one more time with the 2 chords. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Okay? Once you've learned how to do it 2 chords, then you can do the whole chord progression. So the more you add after, the better it is. Don't start with the 4 chords right away. Start off with a simple 1 chord, get used to playing it, add the second chord, and then after you've perfected your chord progression, we can add on the rest of the chords, okay? So I will do just number 1 again with all 4 chords just to give you the example, and then we'll start off with the song today, okay? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 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 1. I finished with 1 just to finish with the chord to give it a conclusion, okay? Okay, so a little bit. We'll be ready now to start off with Stand By Me. Okay, before we start off with Stand By Me, as I always said, a good idea would be to rehearse what we just did now before you go ahead. This is a video, so you can stop it anytime you like and start whenever you like. So a good idea would just go back a little bit and just redo it all over again with me. It helps, believe me. Just staying there and rehearsing it the same over and over. You can watch this video. It's always going to be there, so you're going to watch it whenever you like. Do whatever you like. And then you can follow to the next step after. Our next step will be, like I said, a little bit of an example of a song. But we're talking about the chord progression. The chord progression that we just studied. That chord progression G major, E minor, C major, and D7 is commonly used in thousands of songs. Okay? I'm just going to take one song as an example today. And I'm going to show you where I want you to arrive also with that song. I'm not just going to show you the chords and the chord progression, but how you can interpret the song with what you're going to be learning with me in this book here, with this book here. So I'm going to play a little bit of the song. Now right now, here we only have the chords. Okay? And as you see there, if you're looking at this, the song Stand By Me, written by Benny King, I wrote the author there to justify what example I will be using for this chord progression. Okay? So you can even go look for that if you have the song, listen to it. If you want to buy it on iTunes, great. It's a wonderful song. It'll be enjoyed for centuries to come. Okay, if you want to. I'm teaching you the chord progression. That's used in that song, and I'm using that song as a progression. Okay? Now, here we're talking about eighth notes again, just eighth notes. So it's that number in the rhythm exercise that we just did. Number 4 is the same exercise, is the same rhythm that we'll be using for the Stand By Me chord progression. Okay? I'll just play that a little bit for you, but before I play it, I'll run it over. You'll see that on the G chord on the top, you have the pick movements down and up, and you have the eighth notes there, okay? So down and up, and once again, it's explained underneath that there are 2 eighth notes. And then right next to it, there's another bar with a line with 2 dots. I've already explained that before. That line and 2 dots means repeat what's written in the bar before. So you're just continuing with the same rhythm for the whole piece from beginning to end. We get to the end, we have the double bar with the 2 dots. That means you go back to the beginning and start all over again. So we're starting off with 2 G's, so 2 bars of G's, and we're ending with 2 bars of G's. So once you finish with the 2 bars of G's, you don't go to E minor, but you go back to G again. So you're going to end with 2 bars and start with 2 bars. So a good idea is just to count at the beginning, forget about the song, but to count it. To count it by yourself, to learn how to move it, count it. Make it become a mechanical thing, but it becomes muscle memory after for you, and you will just play it. And then I'll give you an example of how I want you in the future, learning with other things that we'll be doing in this method, how this could be arranged for a guitar. It's my personal arrangement that I use a lot of times when I play live, and especially with duos, guitar duos and acoustic duos. It's something I like using. Okay? And it's a song obviously that everybody enjoys, so let's just start off with the song, the chord progression. So we're going to have 2 bars of G. Okay, so that means we're going to count 4 for 2 times. 2 bars of E, 1 bar of C, so we're going to count 4 1 time, and then 1 bar of D7, and back to 2 bars of G's. Okay, so I'm going to count 4 again, and we're going to start. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Before you even think about this is a song and all this, just try that progression in that way. Okay? Like I said, this progression is used in thousands of songs. So I'm picking one as an example, which is a song that I've always enjoyed playing and people enjoy hearing. So now I'm going to play it again a little bit faster. Okay? Still I'm going to count to 4. Then I'm going to play it again and just sing the intro for you. That way you can understand how this is going to work, okay? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Come and the stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Please stand by me. Okay, so I just did a little part of it just to make you understand how the singing would be on if we're going to be singing that song. Like I said, I can pick another song and play those same chords, and you'll hear another song there. It's a chord progression. Okay. Now I'm going to show you one more thing, where we're going to arrive with this song in the future, because I want to show you how to make a song yours. Not just learn the chords and play the song, but give it your own style when you play. So I'm going to be doing things right now that we're going to be reviewing in the future. We're going to be doing power chords, we're doing other things, and I'll show you a completely, I'm still going to be doing the same 4 chords, but in a different way. Okay? And it's like I said, it's my personal version of how I do this with the guitar. Singing, of course, so I will sing it for you again, just that little part there for you. But, as I said, in a little bit of a different way, okay? When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Please stand by me. If the sky we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountains should crumble to the sea. Okay, so now I'm going to be doing it again for you, just to give you an example of where I want you to arrive when you're playing a song like this. I want you to learn how to do these things and make that song yours. So one thing is just picking up a chord and playing the rhythm and saying, okay, I know how to play the song. Another thing is taking it and arranging it for yourself to make it sound more interesting to yourself while you're playing it and to who's listening to you. Okay? So I'll just be doing that one more time again. So take a good look at what I'm doing with my left hand and also with my right hand in the beginning, as I was doing something a little bit particular with my right hand. And these are things that I will be teaching you in the future when we'll be doing other studies and, of course, other melodies that we can enhance in the program, okay? When the night has come and the land is dark and the moon is the only light we'll see. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Won't you stand? Please stand by me. crumble to the sea. Okay, so that concludes our second lesson, our second appointment, and it's going to give way to our next lesson for next week. So remember, this is a video. You can stop it at any point you want, go back and just run over 100 times. You'll have me there again, show you the same thing. You can follow and play along. The next lesson I will run over tuning the guitar. I promised I would do that, or we're going to do a video on the side, but I think I'll just throw it into the next lesson. That way at the beginning of the lesson we'll just start tuning the guitar. It's not very long. I'll show you how to start tuning it. But remember, a guitar tuner is handy. If you can't buy a guitar tuner, if you don't want to buy a guitar tuner, you can always download an app. Go to Google Play Store or your iPhone App Store, or whatever you have, phone you have, go to your App Store. They give you guitar tuners even for free, the apps for free. So you can even download for free on your computer. You'll find a way to do that. Okay, what's important is that when you're playing, your guitar is tuned, okay? And as I said, please spread the word. For those of you who have subscribed but have not sent me that email yet, please send me that email so I can email the book. Remember, the book is free. We're not charging you for it. It's a PDF copy. It's in PDF format. You can print it out. You can leave it on the computer. You don't have to print it out. Just leave it on the computer and follow it on the computer while you're looking at the video. So, and spread the word, please. Okay? So take care, and we'll see you in 7 days.